Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TD Fans Talk, brought to you also by DolphinTalk.com. Guys, we breaking news, the Miami Dolphins, it has been confirmed. I just heard about this on my last stream, but it has been confirmed. The Miami Dolphins themselves, they put out a statement saying we have relieved offensive line coach Pat Flores of his duties and promoted analyst Dave DeGlitimo to offensive line coach. We have officially fired one of our coaches, the offensive line. And I was just going to make a video on the offensive line and how we should be concerned at the position. They are not doing good outside of Laramie Tunsil. So without further ado, let's dive in, ladies and gentlemen. This is real. First and foremost, forget the O-line, forget the coach. Let's address the elephant in the room, the beautiful elephant in the room. This new regime is not playing, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I see in all of this. That's what excites me. I'm excited about it. I hate to see a man lose his job, but this excites me because this regime is about sending messages throughout the freaking entire organization. Sending messages throughout the entire organization. You either get the job done or you don't. And if you get it done, you belong on this team. If you don't belong on this team. And coaches are not excluded. Gosh, we thought that they brought all this competition from the players to elevate. Flores, Grier, and O'Shea has made it clear, even the coaches. Even the coaches. And let me tell y'all something. You think this is a Grier recommendation? No, sir. You think this is a Flores recommendation? No, sir. It's none other than a O'Shea recommendation. You know why? Because what Grier, Flores, and O'Shea knows, they know how to run an organization. They understand power structure. They understand that Grier's job is to sit in the office and communicate with them all day about not only players, but coaches as well. Who's doing well and who's not? Who do I need to make a change with and who do I not need to make a change with? O'Shea reports to Brian Flores. So this isn't a case of the offensive line sucks, O'Shea. I'm thinking about firing your offensive lineman. No, this is Flores staying in his lane and saying, O'Shea, what's going on? Why is this offensive line pitiful? Because Flores' job is to hold O'Shea accountable for it. It's not Flores' job he holds everybody accountable, but it's not his job to be the direct point of contact with Pat Flaherty. When something not going right on the offense, O'Shea's job is to say, what the hell? Flores' job is to say, what the hell, O'Shea? The hell is going on? You can't run your unit? You can't get it done? And O'Shea's job is to get on the tight end coach, the offensive line coach, the running back coach, the receivers coach, the fullback coach, everybody. That's his job. So O'Shea's job is to evaluate all the coaches under him. And man, you making me look bad. That's what I love about this new regime. I love it about this new regime. I love it. They know how to run a structure. They know how to run an organization. It's levels to this. It's levels to this. And O'Shea's like, y'all ain't finna get me fired. I'm making a move now. We're not going into game 3, 4, 5, or 6 and saying, yeah, I had hope for you. Now we need to move on. No, we in training camp. We need to get this straight day one. Day one. All of these reports out of camp, we on the goal line, and we can't get a running back to punch it in to save our life. And the only time a running back punches it in is when a defensive end doesn't set the edge or miss their assignment. Every time a running back runs in, I hear an easy run because the defense missed an assignment. I don't hear no power. All reports lead to the fact that the O-line in the middle has been driven backwards the entire camp. Christian Wilkins has been beasting. That's all the reports. This is beautiful, man. This is O'Shea right here addressing his unit. You don't get it done, running back coach, you don't get it done. Tight end coach, you ain't getting it done. You next. Because trust me, Flores is telling me if this offense don't get it done, I'm next. So this was simple and easy. Hey, Flores, I need to make a change at the offensive line coach. I don't think this is a good fit. In reports. Here's what the reports. Someone sent this to me, all right? This is what the report said. They said that they relieved him of his duties because he's having a hard time implementing the new system. He hasn't been successful implementing the new system. He's not implementing the new system, ladies and gentlemen. And I love just hearing the term new system. Oh my gosh, this team is just making me love them day by day even more. I ain't think it was possible to love them more than I do. But it's happening. Y'all hit that like button if you love these streams. Hit that like button for your boy. But that's what this is about. I ain't talking about the old line. I ain't talking about Flaherty in this situation. You should be excited to know that you have zero tolerant coaches who know how to get on coaches. You have coaches that know how to get on coaches. When have we seen that? When have we seen that? We wait till the whole season of being trashed to even think about making a move on a guy. Oh my gosh, do you understand the message that's being sent through the organization right now? The players are already on edge because every position got competition. And they giving the opportunity for some of these guys that people didn't think would beat out other guys to play on first team a lot and show themselves. It got these veterans second guessing like, man, I got to put my best effort in. They can forget about me easy. That's how they built this roster, to make nobody feel safe. But boy, did they not just make a statement with this coaching staff to let every single coach know ain't nobody safe. I mean, they promoted an analyst, which I love, by the way, because all these guys are trying to make their way into the league. They become scouts, then they become analysts, and they help out the offensive line coaches. And now Dave is getting his shot. He promoted. He's promoted. And we're going to see what Dave does. I don't know if they're going to bring in someone else, but right now Dave got the reins. Let's see what Dave can do. You never know. And let me tell y'all now. Let me go ahead and shut this down now. Oh, they done promoted an analyst, a Dave something. I mean, oh, well, here we go. We're going to be even worse. No, you don't understand how this league works. There are a lot of talented coaches that are just trying to move up the ladder. They don't tell Dave you the offensive line coach right now just because. They don't say that. These guys are good coaches too. They just been waiting on their shot. They've been waiting on their shot. Man, now Dave has an opportunity. What is he gonna do with it? We about to find out. I don't know him well enough to even speculate. But man, everybody gonna think of this news of, oh, we fired offensive line coordinator. The offensive line sucks, and they gonna think about Flaherty and the actual line. No, the bigger story in this situation is knowing the type of leadership you have now, knowing the regime you have now. Oh my gosh. If y'all don't see what's been happening and the moves that have been made and the type of coaching and front office work that we've been getting over these last few months, you're missing out. You're missing the big picture, man. This is huge breaking news. And once again, I'm not talking about Flaherty. I'm not talking about the O-line. It's knowing that we got the right guy running the ship. Whether you want to say that's Grier, Flores, whoever. Because it ain't Grier and Flores. One thing I know about those guys, they're working as a unit. They're taking a consultative approach. Not a dictator approach, but a consultative approach. Between Flores, Grier, the offense and defensive coordinator, they're literally taking a consultative approach. They're working this together. This was O'Shea's recommendation, because if I know Flores right in the system that he comes from, they know there's levels to this. They didn't just say fire the O-line coach right now. They said, what's your thoughts, O'Shea? Or O'Shea might have been the one that said, hey, man, I want to make a move because this is his job. How the coach get fired? We're waiting on more details, but I got one report that said, I got one report from a source that said that everybody's saying that he failed to implement the new system. I'm waiting for the Dolphins to come out with a statement to verify that, but that's the most that I have right now. That is the most that I have right now, man. This is huge, man. I love it. And of course, I ain't loving it for the reason of a man getting fired. And you should see Twitter right now. You should see Twitter right now. They ain't even talking about the O-line or the front office. You know what they all saying? Oh, another one failed the drug test. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed about it at first. But that's all they're saying. Oh, another one failed the drug test. But that's not the case, y'all. That has not been reported. They're just making jokes. Everybody's laughing because of the last O-line coach. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. But Twitter's going off. They buzzing, man. Everybody retweeting it. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. But yeah, man, this is TD Fins Talk. I wanted to bring that breaking news to you all. I was going to make an O-line video and why I'm disappointed and not happy about it. And I was going to be honest. I was actually going to talk about Flaherty in that video and what he needs to do to turn this around. I ain't got to waste my time now. I ain't even going to make the video. I'm going to wait. Matter of fact, they can play sorry for the next week. Now I can't say nothing about the O-line. I have to wait till the week after to see the impact that Dave is starting to have on these guys. That's what I got to wait for. I got to wait for the week after to see the impact that Dave has on this O-line. And you know what? I'm getting right behind Dave. I don't even know his track record. I'm going to look him up, but I don't know his track record. But I'm getting right behind it because Flores and them just shook the Dolphin world up with a subtle move. Yeah, it was subtle. Subtle, but felt. It was a subtle move that was felt. If you don't think this was felt, what you think the running back coach thinking right now? What you think the defensive end coach thinking right now? What you think the linebacker coach thinking? You don't think tomorrow, and it's beautiful how they did it on the off day. You don't think tomorrow they all coming in? Right now, they at home right now. Hey, Flaherty got fired. Matter of fact, they calling each other. Hey, you seen Flaherty got fired, man? Hey, man, we got to put our work in tomorrow, man. We got to get to it. And all night, they dreaming, they sleep. Matter of fact, they probably – oh, my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Because they probably in the building, actually. They still probably working. But if they not in the building, they probably turning their phones off. Nah, I don't want no phone calls today. I don't want no phone calls today. They're going to have to fire. I ain't turning my phone on until I walk in the building. They're going to have to fire me when I get there. They're going to pay me for that day, for another day. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh, man. Them coaches are literally all night. Some of them ain't even going to sleep well. Y'all know that? Some of them ain't even going to sleep well. Right now, you got coaches at home or in that building. All right, what new things can I implement to help us be better? What can I do to get this unit pumped, playing excited, being noticed, and letting coaches say good job to me so that I ain't on the chopping block soon? And I promise y'all, it was probably shocking. You're 4 days into camp, only 2 days of pads. And we got a history of boo-boo trash offensive line play. And they bring in a whole bunch of guys that a lot of people say are nobodies. Freaking 90% of this league would have used that as an excuse and not even saying nothing to the O-line coach. But, hey, man, we got to get them guys rolling. Flaherty on 90% of these rosters out here, he would have been guaranteed his job for at least half the season, even if they were trash. And we make the type of statement 4 days into training camp, he failed to implement the system. I ain't seeing enough. Some people would be like, man, you put it like this. You know how everybody be disagreeing with me in the chat? Some people, not everybody. You know how some people disagree with me in the chat and they always, TD, chill out, man. It's early. It's early. Was it too early for Flaherty? Y'all better start to get the big picture. It ain't too early for nothing. You got players that's losing their starting spot right now and y'all telling me it's too early. Coaches losing their jobs 4 days in the camp. It's too early to be saying this and saying that. You better understand the man that's running this team, Brian Flores. High expectations. High expectations. Ain't playing no games. No games, man. I love the ruthlessness of Flores. Ghetto 110%. That ain't ghetto. That's business. That's business. The wealthiest people in this world are ruthless. Zero tolerance. You get it done or you don't. Ain't no time for friendship of, well, you know, we trying to, come on, man, come on. No, I ain't seeing what I want to see. Unfortunately, we're going to have to relieve you of your duties. We appreciate your love. We appreciate your support and everything you've done for us so far. And in the back of their mind, even though it ain't much, you have a bright future. Just keep working hard, man. Thank you for your services. They're going to put their hand out, shake it, and that's the end of it. The end. Y'all hit that like button. We got 72 people in the room, only 20 likes. Please hit that like button. This is breaking news, y'all. This is breaking news. Let me make sure. I'm going to go back real quick, make sure ain't no updates on it. Let me see. See if they got any updates on what's going on, man. Early reports say that he was failing to implement the new system successfully. Yep, here it is. It's all over. It's all over. Man, this is, oh my God. I'm glad, man. We breaking news, y'all. It is what it is. And this new coach, it says here, good. I got some back information on him. The new coach, Grier, listen, y'all, these names, they get me, okay? He joined the Dolphins in 2019 offseason as an analyst. He spent 2018 season as the offensive line coach for the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, that makes me feel beautiful. Right there. It makes me feel beautiful. Let me tell you why it makes me feel beautiful. They invested in your boy Andrew Luck's O-line and tell me they didn't play well last year. Tell me they didn't. I ain't know nothing. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Tell me they didn't play well. Let me read it again. He joined the Dolphins in 2019 offseason as an analyst. He spent the 2018 season as the offensive line coach for the Indianapolis Colts, helping the coach reach the AFC divisional round with an offense that finished fourth in the NFL in scoring 27.1 points per game and seventh in total offense. He helped mentor guard Quentin Nelson, who earned first-team All-Pro honors and was selected to the Pro Bowl as a rookie. That's a rookie under his watch. He has nearly 30 years coaching experience as he enters his 16th season as an NFL coach. He been a coach. And also had 13 years of collegiate coaching experience. Has served on the coaching staff of 2 Super Bowl champions, serving as assistant offensive line coach for the New York Giants when they won Super Bowl, whatever number that is, following the 2007 season, and for the New England Patriots offensive line coach. There you have it in 2014. They already knew him. Oh my gosh, I see it now. I see it. This is why I love doing my research. I love reading. I already see it. He was with the Patriots in 2014. He knows Brian Flores. He knows O'Shea. That's why at first I was thinking, like, why in the hell do you go from being an offensive line coach? Why in the hell do you go from being an offensive line coach and you were successful to come into Miami to be, oh my gosh, to be an analyst. You know why? Let me read this, y'all. Flaherty, I'm going to tell y'all after I read this, okay? Oh, he was with us in 2009. I ain't even know that. But let me read this, y'all. Flaherty was hired by the Dolphins offensive line coach on February 8th, 2019, after 19 years of coaching in the NFL, which included 15 at the offensive line position. He began his NFL tenure as a tight end coach for Washington Redskins. He also coached tight ends for the Chicago Bears. Flaherty was an offensive line coach for the New York Giants from 04 to 15, and coached offensive lines for the San Francisco 49ers in 2016 and Jacksonville Jaguars from 2017 into 2018 prior to joining the Dolphins. Do y'all not see what just happened? Do y'all not just see what just happened? Flaherty was brought in February 8th. Let me look something up real quick. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Let me look something up. 2019. Well, let me give me a second, y'all. Let me look this up. Just as I expected. On February 3rd, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. On February 4th, they named Brian Flores the head coach. 4 days later, Flaherty comes in as the offensive line coach. They had already been looking for Flaherty. I'm going to tell you what I think now. They had brought Flaherty in because he was more than likely the best guy available at the time. When Flores and O'Shea got there, I already know they reached out to Flaherty. Hey, man, I got an opportunity for you here in Miami. I got an opportunity for you. It was a GM decision. You really think that? Of course they going to say it's a GM decision because he the one who got to make the final sign-off. You crazy if you don't think this is coming from down. Grier don't just say, hey, I don't like this guy. He ain't doing well. I'm going to cut him and bring you somebody and promote this guy. No. This is O'Shea telling Flores what he want. I already see the workings. Dave came in as an analyst, doing his job, sitting back and saying, and they already probably told him, if he ain't on fire and doing what he need to do and he's that guy, because we don't know him like that, but we going to give him a shot. But if he ain't being that guy, we going to move you up. And what Dave did, all right, I already know what's going to happen. We let go our offensive line coach and we promote an analyst, and based off of their resumes, we got better. It's crazy. We got better. When you read the resumes, we got better. My bad, Mike. I appreciate you correcting that. I do jump the gun sometimes because I be moving so fast in the chat. Mike clarifies he wasn't saying that it was the GM's decision to fire him. He said it was the GM's decision to bring him in at the beginning. And that's what I figured. You're right. This decision was already made. My bad, Mike. You got to forgive me for that one, man. I do jump it sometimes because these comment sections be wild sometimes. I be hopping on it. The crazy talk, but I misunderstood what you meant. Appreciate you actually involved in the chat, by the way. Man, this is beautiful, man. Do y'all not see what's going on? Oh, my God. You know, it actually makes me mad for them to say we promoted an analyst. Now, tell the real story. Tell the real story. Tell the real story. Y'all had Dave sitting there like, it's bound to happen. 4 days in the camp, y'all. 4 days in the camp. And the reason that he failed to implement the new system, hey, Dave, come on, man, take care of this. We ain't got time for these games. I know he's not just an analyst. I'm just saying what they have him listed as. All reports are talking about as an analyst. Man, this is big time, y'all. I love it. Now the coaches said, now I'm wondering who else we got sitting around as an analyst and this and that. I wonder who else we got sitting there just waiting, man. Oh, man. TD, when I tell you I seen the news, I jumped out of the couch. Hey, this is beautiful, man. Super Bowl coaching staff. Exactly. I'm just excited and shocked about it for the simple reason of, you think this would have happened in the Gates regime? I don't even know why I asked that question. Matt Burke went through the full season. And that's what proves to y'all this was no Grier that said, hey, let him go. If it was Grier making them type of decisions, freaking Matt Burke would have been fired before he got hired. He would have got fired before he got hired. Ridiculous. Man, this is beautiful, man. John Gruden was an analyst. I missed the elephant on the balcony. Oh, Lord, my sister's house. TD, I'm late. What I miss? Everything, man. They bringing Tannehill back, Omar. You missed the news, man. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm kidding. No, we fired my offensive line coach and promoted a more experienced, more proven, more successful one that was sitting in the back wings just waiting. He probably went back there like, hey, man, Flores and O'Shea, let's stop playing. Let's go ahead and do it now because I ain't finna be falling behind. Let's get this done. Let me get in there and get to work. I mean, y'all see what's going on out there. I don't know. Y'all know I'm speculating on that stuff, but I'm just saying. I can only imagine when the thought process of behind all of this. Man, this sucks. Here it goes. I hear it already. Our O-line sucks. That's why we had a bad season. Pete, man. Pete, don't matter. Doesn't matter, Pete. If the O-line suck, at least you got a coach that's trying to correct it right away. Not letting it linger out and hoping. Correcting it right away. Right away. That's that you can't lose sight of the blessing in this. The beautiful part of this. It has nothing to do with the O-line. It has nothing to do with the coach. The O-line coach. It has everything to do with the type of coach we have and the decisions that he's willing to make. Without hesitation. 4 days in, y'all. There's your proof. 4 freaking days in. The first off day, he already... Oh, my God. Nobody saw this coming, man. You couldn't have seen this coming. And as bad as the O-line has been these 4 days, you still didn't see it coming. You still didn't see it coming. I wouldn't be surprised if O'Shea wasn't talking to Tunsil too. What do you think about him? You know, is he really in the meetings? You know, is he really driving results? Do you feel like they probably consulted with him? That's a good leader too. You consult with even those who are below him. You talk to him. What's the feel? Does he feel like the guy that's gonna move you to the next level? You'll be surprised, man. You would be surprised. Didn't see it coming, but makes me feel good to know we got a coach who don't mess around. Exactly, Shane. Rip Tupac, love the take on JT. He and Marino needs to be involved with this team. Marino ain't going to be involved. He going to come shake hands a few times and talk to the quarterback for a few seconds and keep it moving. When you're that great, everybody be wanting the greats to be coaches. It don't happen. You're above that. And I know that's sad to say, but it's the truth, okay? I mean, am I wrong? I mean, tell me a quarterback that came out, an elite Hall of Fame quarterback that came back to try to do it all. It don't happen. They're above that, man. This staff looks at everything and everybody. That's the point of this video. Not our O-line. I wanted to make a whole video on them, but scratch that. The point isn't our O-line. It ain't Pat Flaherty. It's Brian Flores and O'Shea. The decision they just made 4 days in the camp, nobody would have ever seen coming. This is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. I feel confident in the coaching staff that we had. And shout out to Grier. Shout out to Grier. Shout out to Grier. Y'all also got to understand Grier had to, with Ross, Grier had to make the ultimate decision on which coach he wanted to bring in. Shout out to Grier. Going with the coach that's been a coordinator who knows how to communicate with these young guys and push them and take ain't playing no games with them. Shout out to Grier for bringing Flores in. Shout out to Grier. Those guys get overlooked. We don't give them enough credit. We don't give them enough credit. And big shout out to Grier because some people will argue, well, Grier was making a lot of decisions of the past that was trash. No, that was a battle. Go look at my old videos. All those reports that came out, him and Tannenbaum were eye to eye. They clashed on a lot of decisions. Gase was in cahoots with Tannenbaum, you could say. Shout out to Grier, man. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to him, man. We got 92 in the room, only 37 likes. Help your boy out. Y'all move the chat, hit that like button, and come back. Show me your love and support. More people see the video, the more likes we get. We definitely want to try to get over 100 likes on this video. Breaking news, the Miami Dolphins have already 4 days passed in the camp, fired the offensive line coach. They are not looking to have the problems of the past. They're moving on. If you can do the job, let's go. If you can't, we can't use you in this organization. We just won, y'all. We just won. We won. We have affirmation about our new regime. You got to feel good about it. You got to, man. This is TD Fans Talk. I'm going to end this video right there. Let me see which one I'm going to do next. Go ahead and give y'all an update. Which one did I have next? Man, we done did a lot of them today. Let's see. We ain't going to do the old line one. Ain't no need. We're going to evaluate Dave on what he do coming in. The next video we're going to do, we're going to talk about actually the O-line, because it's one player that the coaches aren't impressed with and we had high hopes for. And they feel he's still going to be a great NFL player. You know, all coaches say that, but we're going to talk about him. Y'all check that out on the next video. What was being said about this specific player that we drafted. And he's not owning his position as of yet, but we hope that he does. This TD Fans Talk. Make sure y'all check out DolphinsTalk.com. Make sure don't forget the S. DolphinsTalks.com. Excuse me, I'm messing up. DolphinsTalk.com, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new partnership. It's amazing. You can catch a lot of my videos on there of not just me, but a whole bunch of writers and others who make videos like me. It's your boy TD Fans Talk. Thank you for your love and support as always. Peace. I'm out, man. Woo! We got the regime we want, baby.